What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee, and welcome back to another movie review. And the movie I'm going to be reviewing right now is Leave No Trace. Now, this one comes from Bleecker Street, and it is directed and co-written by Deborah Granick, and it stars Ben Foster as a veteran with PTSD, and he and his daughter, played by Thomasin McKenzie, live out in this national park just right outside of a town, and they camp. They hunt for their food, they make fires by themselves, and so they basically are isolated from civilization and just anything to do with people, and they live by themselves, surviving. And the daughter is, of course, on board with this because she loves her dad, but then, as the movie kind of progresses, she's just like, Dad, why do I gotta do this? Like, this is your thing, I want to be there for you, but, I gotta do my own thing. And so, yeah, and so someone spots them in the woods, and they're forced to join civilization, once again. And so, going into this movie, I was looking forward to it. I'm a huge fan of Ben Foster. The first thing I ever remember seeing him in was Hostage back in 2005 or 2006. I forget what year that came out. I was a high schooler. I went to go see that movie about Bruce Willis stopping this hostage. I took away from Ben Foster's performance more than anyone else in that movie. He is psychotic, he is unhinged, but you are mesmerized by his performance. He is one of these actors to where whatever he does, even if something as garbage as Warcraft, he is still great to watch. And so with him joining this project, sold. I didn't even care what the movie's about, but I saw the trailers and I was like, this is going to be a really great character study, and I'm looking forward to it. So I saw the movie. I like it a lot. I'm going to give it a pretty high grade, but I don't think it's like top 10 material like most people in the critic circles I've been kind of noticing. Good for them. I really like it, but there's just 10 other movies this year that were better, and that's just crazy about this year. It's so competitive that even something as great as this movie, I have to kick off the list. So, to start with Deborah Granick's directing, and even to some extent her part in the writing process, she directs this film with such confidence, swagger, subtlety, and just present a very quiet film, a very direct film. There's no padding around this thing. What she presents to you within the first 5 minutes is exactly what you're going to get for the hour and 40 minutes and nothing else. But what she understands is that she doesn't need to be loud. She doesn't need to be boisterous in her filmmaking. She needs to bring out the best performances in her actors. She needs to steer the story in its proper direction. And she needs to write this in such a way to where it has that kind of poignant dialogue and these characters that we want to follow from start to finish. And she does that brilliantly. It's one of those films to where when you watch it on its surface, you watch it from beginning to end, you're like, there wasn't really a lot that was going on, but there was a lot that was going on between the father and the daughter. And this is definitely a character study. And we kind of see the growth of the daughter from start to finish. We see the growth and the arc of the father. Does he change? The daughter is getting kind of sick and tired of it. She wants to go back to town and interact with people and develop her social skills, even though she's really, really smart. But she loves her dad. And so, what do you do in that situation? And so there's a lot of moments like that, whether we're dealing with her confliction to stay with her father, or even as a simple conversation with the background of their mother and, Ben Foster's wife. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering behind Ben Foster's character, and we feel for the guy. And it's one of those things to where Deborah Granick also presents us with neither answer in terms of is he doing the right thing, or is he doing the wrong thing by doing this to his daughter? It's a very neutral position, and so you kind of sit there as an audience member automatically going at the beginning why is he doing this? But then when you get to the end, you're like, I mean, I can see where he's coming from type of deal. So I kind of like that, where it's just a filmmaker that presents this kind of situation, and you can sit there and automatically flip your decision based on the characters that are presented. And I thought Ben Foster and Ms. McKenzie did that so well. The relationship and the bond that they have, I felt like they were father and daughter, and it was really just kind of palpable and just really just real. And I felt like I was watching real life events happening. Like some filmmaker just went out into the woods and they found this father-daughter duo living there. And so I thought the authenticity of their performances really kind of elevate their characters and their arcs, and really just have this, once again going to the directing, this subtle acting where Ben Foster in a scene could be talking to his daughter, and you see like his eyes starting to water up, or like maybe he tears a little bit, or he's really stern, but there's a lot going on just in his facial expression because he's just that good of an actor. Everyone else in the movie, supporting actor-wise, is fine, but it's mainly about them too, and that's what you kind of want out of a movie like this. You don't need to be padded with extra supporting performances. This is not that type of movie. Deborah Granick knows that. So, acting besides them two is fine, but they are the heart and the soul of this movie, and that's why you go see this movie. I also thought the pace of the film was actually just really smooth and kind of just glides like this wind that just rolls across the beach. It's just a very calm movie, very, like I said, confidently edited movie as well. It's the full package, ladies and gentlemen, where you watch something like this and you go, that was just a great movie. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have to say it's the greatest thing I've ever seen or top 10 worthy, but Leave No Trace to me is a great film. I think you should see it if you want to watch a really great kind of relationship movie between a father and his daughter. It's just one of those ones that's just a very nice, easy watch with some really great performances, really great characters, and really confident directing. So I'm going to give Leave No Trace a B+. What did you guys think of Leave No Trace? I've been hearing nothing but great things, so please comment down below what you thought of the movie. And I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.